He was on his way to becoming one of Hollywood's brightest stars, with acclaim for his dramatic performances and a promising future as a Marvel villain. But now actor Jonathan Majors is facing the possibility of up to a year in jail after a conviction on misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment in connection with an altercation involving his then-girlfriend. He sat down exclusively with me for his first interview since his arrest, discussing the relationship at the center of the trial, the role that he says race played, and why he didn't take the stand.
Ooh-wee.
Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. A lot has happened in my personal life, in my career, in the culture, and conversely, the impact of this. It's about responsibility and coming forward and being brave and giving my part of the story.
In an ABC News exclusive, actor Jonathan Majors sat down with me in his first interview since a jury handed down a guilty verdict for reckless harassment, a misdemeanor, and a violation of harassment in the second degree.
You know, I haven't seen my daughter in a long time, you know, and a lot of it has to do with this situation. It all has to do with this situation, and she needs to see this, and the hard things need to be done. But it's been hard, you know. Everything's kind of gone away.
The 34-year-old actor was a rising star,
This is our family story.
known for his roles in HBO's Lovecraft Country, Creed 3,
I'm coming for everything.
and Marvel productions like last year's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
You're an
Boy been in everything.
Scott Lang.
And it was on that movie set back in 2021 where he met 30-year-old British dancer Grace Jabbari. The pair dated until March of 2023 when Majors called 911 the day after a fight that was caught on surveillance video.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious. She's my ex-partner. We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning.
Police found Jabbari on the closet floor of their apartment. Majors was arrested by New York City police, accused by Jabbari of assault, strangulation, and harassment, convicted last month, but acquitted of 1 count of assault and 1 count of aggravated harassment, meaning the jury didn't believe he assaulted her intentionally. Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked, and afraid. I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible?
Listen, y'all. Listen. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because I'm finna go in for a little bit. I'm not shocked. I'm not gonna lie. Now, to the open world, you know what I'm saying? To the people that's not really woke, they gonna be shocked. Like, oh, how is they saying he guilty? Listen, I don't see color, I don't see anything. You know what I'm saying? I treat everybody the same. I treat people how I want to be treated. That's how I was raised and that's how I was brought up. You feel me? I don't care if you purple. I'm gonna treat you respect, you gonna treat me respect, and that's how we gonna roll. Put that out there, you know what I'm saying? That's how my mama taught me, that's how my daddy raised me, that's how my great grandma raised me, you feel me? Standing on that for sure. But listen, as a black man, you already have a huge target on your back. Nobody will even fathom what it's like to be a black man, an African American in this world. Only the people that can know is us. You feel me? Because you can't live in my skin. You know what I'm saying? You don't go through the racial things. You don't go through the judgment. You don't go through all the stuff that, you know, we have to go through. And not including being oppressed, slavery, all of that. You know what I'm saying? They're already trying to act like slavery didn't exist. They're trying to remove it from schools. They're trying to take it out the textbook. You hear me? Trying to make it like it's not a big thing when it did, in fact, happen. So you're a black male. It's marks on your girl. You know what I'm saying? You had an altercation. Word on the street is, you know, she took your phone and you know what I'm saying, you try to get it back, you feel me? But this is what it's like. This is the outcome, you feel me? This is what it is, and that's why you got to be very careful and particular who you choose as your spouse and who you choose as your partner. See, a lot of people always brag about the come up. Ooh, I can't wait till I come up. Ooh, I can't wait till I get the bag and get the swag and get the cash. But at the same time, how do you know that somebody is there for you to mess with you? You know what I'm saying? It really gets hard. Because if a shorty or, you know, female, man, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If they rocking with you when you ain't have nothing, that means a lot compared to somebody just coming in and they see you on top after you didn't put in 5 to 10 years of hard work. They not there for you. They only there because they want they know your status and what you provide. Straight up facts. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand as a man how to not put yourself in certain situations in order to avoid this. Straight up. That's how I'm coming. I ain't here to sugarcoat. I ain't here to, you know what I'm saying, tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm getting this straight out my chest, straight like that.
Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence, how is that possible?
After the verdict, in a statement, Jabbari's attorney wrote in part, "Justice was finally served today, proving that the truth can prevail even in the face of power. Grace did not choose to be in this situation. Grace has been publicly attacked as a result of her courage to testify to the truth, but her unwavering resolve to see this case through to the end was born out of her desire to give other survivors similar courage when justice requires." The prosecution has described your relationship with Grace Jabbari as tumultuous and abusive. How would you describe that 2-year relationship?
I loved Grace. Our relationship was, it was not healthy, you know, and that began to reveal itself over time, but there was no abuse.
In court, Jabbari claimed she sustained head injuries, but never said how she received them. Entered into evidence these partially redacted text messages from September of 2022. Majors writes, "It's just fake, and I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something." Jabbari responds in part, "I will tell the doctor I bumped my head. If I go, I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you?"
This is literally a nightmare. I don't know what happened. I don't know what injuries you're talking about.
The July incident, 2022, where she says you started throwing things, including a candle. Tell us what happened there.
You know, we were in an argument. I was on the other side of the room, away from her, as I think she testified, and by my bedside table, I did a sweep, and I knocked over my candles. I completely lost my temper in that moment and threw it all on the ground. What she also said is that afterwards I wept and cried in the corner and said I was sorry and this. And I was, and I am.
The prosecution said you allegedly wrote, "I'm a monster, a horrible man, not capable of love. I'm killing myself soon. I've already put things in motion."
Dang.
Were you suicidal?
I've been diagnosed with severe depression, you know, and I'm taking the steps needed to alleviate, you know, some of those symptoms, ideations of removing myself from situations permanently is a thought that I've had, since I was a kid.
It all came to a head in March of last year when Jabbari and Majors got into a fight, much of it captured on surveillance video and used as evidence in the trial. Jabbari testified that it all began when Majors received a text from another woman. He says it read, "Oh, how I wish to be kissing you." So let's go back to March 25th for a moment. You and then girlfriend Grace Jabbari are in the backseat of a chauffeured car. She sees a text from another woman. Things seem to spiral from there. Yeah. What happened next?
Yeah, the text from another woman. Again, I said at the beginning, you know, I did that. I did that. I cop to it. I show her, right? It's in my hand. She grabs it.
Mm-hmm.
We scuffle for the phone. I pull the phone back. I receive my injuries. I open the door. I step out. She comes. Then one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I pick her up. I put her back in the car. I'm trying to get rid of her. I'm trying to get away from her.
Doing
As
too
the
much.
video shows, you know. Everything calms. We get out. We walk across the street. I escort her across the street. The moment we get across the street, she grabs me. She goes for
She
the phone.
chasing, bro?
I release. I get free of her and I run.
For blocks?
Yeah, for blocks.
Surveillance video also shows Jabbari talking to 3 strangers. She testified they offered to get her home. One of the bystanders can be seen speaking to Majors, who gestures for Jabbari to get back into the car. He eventually leaves without her and goes to a hotel for the night. Jabbari leaves with the bystanders.
She says inside the car, you hit her in the face,
Yeah.
twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
What happened?
She went to grab the phone. I held the phone. I pulled the phone back. She came on top of me, squeezed my face, slapped me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I remember.
So she ends up
Yeah.
with a 1-inch cut behind her ear,
Laceration, yes, ma'am.
and fractured finger.
Yeah.
How did those injuries come about?
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't
I have
cause
no
them.
question.
What's interesting about the jury's verdict, it's so nuanced because they're saying you didn't intend
Right.
to injure her,
Right.
but the result of your recklessness
Right.
injured her.
Injured her. Fact.
Were you reckless?
Yeah.
I was reckless with her heart.
Hey, this boy. Hey, this not a laughing matter, but hey, Jonathan is a smart man. Smart man. See, listen, we all know how this go. This is why I'm breaking it down because you know people need to be put on game. If stop playing with people's feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here playing with people's feelings. Everybody can't handle distrust and disloyalty the same way. You know what I'm saying? He got the text messages from the other bit, right? Ding ding ding. He probably ain't had no lock on his phone. He ain't got no Face ID. Don't even put the Face ID on, because when you with a real top tier shorty, she gonna grab your phone and then put it to your face and it's automatically unlocked. Now you in trouble. On God. No cap. But listen, she grabbed his phone. You know, he got the text message. Can't wait to be kissing on you. Who is this? So now he at the heat of the moment, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan don't look like the type of dude to have females back, you know, in the gap, you know what I'm saying? Now he in his prime, so you know they flocking, you feel me? But he don't look like that type of dude that's being a Pete, you feel me? So he ain't really hip to the, you know, how to cheat and all, do all this extra shady stuff, whatever. So he grabbed the phone, he trying to grab the phone, he snatched it out of her hand, tore her finger up, you know what I'm saying? And now she's so heated because she ain't never really been in this situation. This both new to them, you know what I'm saying? This new. So now she's scratching, gouging, all this extra stuff, and he trying to get off of her, and they in there really tussling and scrapping in the car, as you can see on the video. That's how the marks got there. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't the fact that he wanted to do that, but hey, he got a little aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Had to run 5 blocks down just to get away from her because she's so intense. She like, dang, you cheated on me, bro? You know what I'm saying? This how this real life stuff go. This how it go. And like I said, bro ain't never been in that type of situation because he handled it like a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? When you ain't never got females and you trying to be something that you not, this is the result. Just if you're not that type of dude, bro, stay in your lane. Cause this what happens. And she's white. So all this to be said, this is just a bad situation, bro. Cause what you thought was gonna happen. You feel me? What you thought was gonna happen? What you thought? They not on our side, and you fumbling the ball. You know what I'm saying? No cap.
Not with her body.
Not with her body.
But never hit a woman.
Never hit a woman. My hands have never struck a woman, ever. When the actual testimony came, the driver said, she did everything, meaning Grace, he did nothing, referring to myself.
Majors claims Jabbari attacked him, ripping
That
his
boy
coat,
running.
scratching his face and arm. These are photos he says are of his injuries, but were deemed inadmissible in court.
My injuries were, I had a scratch on my hand, from clawing for the phone, and I had a gash on my, at the time I had a beard. Under my beard I had essentially a fingernail scratch on my cheek from pressure,
You chose not to take the witness stand. Why?
Yes, ma'am. The driver.
You felt that was compelling enough. He had said enough.
Well, not just the driver, She was doing everything, he was doing nothing. Well, that's what I was going to say. Mr. Majors, did you see any injuries on her? No, I didn't.
I did not know he didn't take the stand. The fuck?
The detective I spoke to, all who testified before I did. But after all of that, what was I going to add?
Jonathan, how do you feel right
During
now?
the trial, an audio recording was presented in court by the prosecution of Jonathan Majors and Grace Jabbari during an argument.
How dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house? Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife. My temper, my shit, my trauma block, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman.
There are some who question, especially in the black community, as you're probably well aware, that people were saying, well, why was he telling this woman to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama? Give us the context of the conversation.
Yes, because, listen, like I said, I don't care about the race thing, but on that recording, what is you trying to get towards? You bringing up black leaders. You bringing up real black leaders. You not dating an African American female. You not. So I can't take you serious. You know what I'm saying? And if you know your position, why would you even, if you want to go that route, why would you even try to play it like that? See what I'm saying? It don't make sense. It don't add up. Why would you even play like that? Because you're not dating our sisters. You know what I'm saying? You're not. And a lot of people need to understand what position they in. Like he said, you say you a great man, a great person, and you doing things for the culture, but you not dating someone within our culture. Even though it doesn't necessarily matter, but y'all see what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Why is you trying to tell her to be like them when she's not? She's not. You can't make somebody be that type of person. That's not her. She don't understand your struggle. She don't understand what you have to go through every day. And will never understand completely. Never. Never. They will never. I don't care what they say. They will never understand the struggles of a black man and a black woman. You just can't fathom it. You have to be in our skin. Now, I'm not saying you can't educate yourself with what we got to go through and what it means to live and step foot every day. But it don't work like that. It doesn't. It does not work like that, y'all. I'm telling you.
It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. These great men, Martin, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point to that. I was attempting, and I did a terrible job at it, apparently. I was attempting to motivate, to enlighten, to give perspective as into what it is I was hoping to get out of the relationship. I think that's fair.
In her closing argument, your attorney
said that your greatest fear of being a black man in America calling 911 came true, suggesting that race was a part of this. Do you feel that race is a part of this?
100%.
I mean, yeah, I mean, of course it is, you know, like, without question. I mean, that quote-unquote guilty verdict, you know, well, guilty verdict, no quote-unquote, you know, like, you might as well put that on my birth certificate.
You think a white man facing the same allegations would have been arrested, charged, convicted?
Nope.
I'll take it further. If you watch those videos and you reverse that, and you saw a black man chasing a young white girl down the street, screaming and crying, that man is going to be shot and killed in the streets of New York City.
Sure is.
That black man will feel that.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office responded saying in part that they do their speaking in court. Jabbari's attorney responded to this interview saying it is not at all surprising that Mr. Majors continues to take no accountability for his actions. His denigration of our jury system is not dissimilar from the above-the-law attitude that he has maintained throughout this legal process. The timing of these new statements demonstrates a clear lack of remorse for the actions for which he was found guilty and should make the sentencing decisions fairly easy for the court. Mr. Jabbari will continue to speak the truth and seek justice in the appropriate forums in a continued effort to respect our legal process. Grace, as you know, was arrested and charged for assault, but will not face prosecution.
Right.
You have thoughts on that?
That's hurtful. That's really hurtful. And why is it hurtful? Because, again, I know what happened. Movies don't matter. Work don't matter. Yale education doesn't matter. In that moment, what I felt was, oh, I'm nothing.
Throughout the trial, Major's girlfriend, actress Megan Good, was right by his side. She was also present for our conversation. You've mentioned Megan a few times. Yeah. We've seen her right by your side, going in and out of court throughout the whole trial.
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship?
It's a miracle. She's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta, you know? I'm so blessed to have her, you know? The relationship is still fresh, but, you know, I think I found her, yeah.
The one.
I hope she just...
Man, stop it. She talking about the one. You know, yo, I cannot make this up, bro. This is like live TV, bro. She talking about the one. You know how many folks Megan Good been with? Oh, I bet you. Hey, boy, say this is getting me irritated. You feel me? Bro up there tripping. The interviewer up there tripping. He really so delusional, thinking that the court's gonna really take your side? Boy, they trying to make an example out of you, bro. You're a black successful man that make millions of dollars, and you finna have a great career. What's the best day that we can knock you off the map and push you back in Hollywood? This right here, man. A lot of y'all gotta understand your position in life. If you are excelling, if you are achieving your goals and you're doing great things, do not allow people that's not on the same mind frame and frequency to bring you back. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. Straight up. You weren't thinking about getting Megan Good when you was with Shorty. You didn't even want a black chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You feel me? Comment below what y'all think about this, cause this is crazy. I'm not even a detective, but I could have told you how this was gonna go. We all know how this goes. This has been going on for years. This is nothing new. This is not out the blue, man.
Stick with me.
Major's career as a rising Hollywood actor is now in limbo. Future appearances playing Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe have been scrapped.
You hear the verdict
Yeah.
the same day Marvel drops you. Your reaction?
Same hour.
Yeah.
Same half hour, I think.
Coming
it's like
with
the
it.
world stopped. You know, it's like you work so hard for things, and then, you know, it's done, you know? And in that same breath, I thought, man, that was cool.
How so?
I was a supervillain, you know? And I got to play multiple characters, you know, with a group of people that really cared nothing about anything else except making really cool movies and giving their actors whatever they need to tell those stories. And I'm so proud of it.
You think you'll ever work in Hollywood again?
Yeah, I do. I pray I do. But it's God's plan and God's timing.
For those who say, look, he's convicted at this point, what would you say? I mean, do you deserve a second chance?
Well, I think I do. I think I think I do. I hope other people think that.
Majors is set to be sentenced next month, but says he and his legal team plan to appeal.
Hey, y'all. Listen, it's your boy, The Real Rex. I'm going on out. Hit that like button, subscribe button, comment down below what y'all think.